I'm the oldest in my family, and my entire childhood was a struggle for many reasons. School was tough. My mom was often in and out of the hospital, and I didn't have a consistent mother figure. I had to raise myself and manage my time, and things didn't improve as I entered my teenage years. It actually got worse as I tried to figure out who I was going to become as a teenager. I went through a lot of crushes, but most of the time, things didn't go well. I often felt insecure about my looks and was bullied for it, which made me feel even less attractive. I pushed through because I had people who cared for me and loved me.
First of all, I want to clarify that I'm not a girly girl. I'm a tomboy. Throughout my life, I've been surrounded by guys. I've had more male friends and relatives than female ones. Most of my cousins are boys, and I have brothers as well. I look up to my dad and rely on him for almost everything since my mom was often sick and not around. But this isn't really about her. I've always felt a bit different, facing various challenges like being socially awkward and unique in my own way. It took me until the end of high school to truly understand myself. For some reason, I found everybody comparing myself to other girls who seemed normal, but I never quite fit in. I really dislike girls who are snobby and think they're better than everyone else. It's frustrating. Most of my female cousins are like that, and I just can't relate to them. On the other hand, I connect much better with my male cousins. I find it silly when girls get upset over trivial things like makeup, dresses, expensive jewelry, purses, and shoes. You get the idea. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. Storytime. The reason I struggle to believe in mental health issues, despite experiencing them myself, is a bit complicated. Once, I knew two people who were going through a tough time while I was just curious about life and the concept of death. I often wondered what it would be like to not exist at all. Imagine being lifeless and forgotten because you're gone. At that time, my dad was upset with one of those individuals who was struggling mentally, and he reacted harshly. He called me into the room too, but I didn't face the same level of punishment. The issue is that my dad never allowed us to explain our side of things, whether it was our fault or not. This has made it difficult for me to communicate my feelings, as I never had that opportunity as a child. I realize this has become a significant problem for me. I also know it's not right to feel this way about my dad, but I have a lot of anger towards him for various reasons, particularly for how he treated my mom and the consequences that followed. If you enjoyed this video, check out my other content and my YouTube channel at CruzyWriter for more storytime videos that might be even more exclusive and interesting. Just a quick note. I have a serious question. Do you think taking medication for depression would be beneficial? I find it hard to explain, but sometimes I have certain thoughts. You know what I mean. I try not to take them too seriously, but I keep telling myself that this is just a temporary phase. However, thinking that way isn't helping, as I still feel upset and sad most of the time. So, do you think it would be a good idea to consider medication? I often feel tired and unmotivated, and maybe it's not depression, maybe it's just me. I really don't want to do anything from the moment I wake up, even though I have a job to go to. Anyway, I'm trying to figure things out. Please check out my other videos and enjoy!
Life sometimes can be different as the days go by. Right, some can handle as other can't. Sometimes they cope with it by smoking or drinking as form. I ride, but recently that isn't helping anymore. And slow is starting to lose it, but that just like coal. As a kid we are told you will understand. When you're older now we don't understand. Our response was our hands logic to be. It's just the way you see life. If you see the positive or negative in your eyes, life is difficult sometimes and you have to rush through. As a friend have said to me, shit happens and you gotta keep moving. As a kid we are told you will understand. When you're older now we don't understand. Our response was I can't logic to be an adult. But how is that thing for you now? A reality check. Life is a struggle sometimes. It could be something great too. There's no way to fix it, but damn, I can't anymore. I wish I can just vanish for a bit from life, not be here. Nobody seem to care or listen to me, but oh well.